Hello friends, and welcome to our channel. A sudden and remarkable winter-like occurrence hit Germany during the peak of summer, causing the city of Reutlingen to resemble a snowy landscape. However, this was no ordinary snowfall, but an extraordinary hailstorm that followed a powerful storm and flooding, resulting in significant disruptions throughout the city. Images of the streets covered in a thick layer of hail rapidly circulated on social media. The hailstones were unusually large, with some reaching a size of 12 centimeters. As the hail began to melt, it caused water to inundate underground garages and basements of residential buildings. The accumulation of hail reached unprecedented heights, measuring over a third of a meter in certain areas, causing major disruptions to city functions. Cars were immobilized on the roads, sewer systems became clogged, and people faced considerable difficulties in their daily commute. To cope with the aftermath of this uncommon hailstorm in August, authorities had to deploy snowplows, equipment typically used for clearing snow during the winter months. Approximately 250 professional firefighters and all volunteer units from the city were involved in around 100 operations to address the consequences of this extraordinary disaster. The scale of the event caught many off guard, necessitating swift and coordinated efforts to tackle the challenges posed by this unexpected winter-like weather during the height of summer. At least 135 people have been evacuated in Catalonia, Spain, due to a forest fire that broke out in the area of the municipality of Portbou. The fire started the day before and has been spreading rapidly, prompting local authorities to take measures to ensure the safety of residents. Traffic between the cities of Portbou and Figueras has been limited, and some areas in the municipality are under advisement for residents to stay indoors. The firefighting efforts are facing challenges as the region is experiencing strong wind gusts, making it difficult to control the flames in the forested area. Experts estimate that the fire has already consumed at least 200 hectares of land. In addition to the situation in Catalonia, Greece has also been grappling with severe wildfires. In July, the country experienced the strongest fires in the last 13 years, resulting in the destruction of 550,000 hectares of land. The abnormal heat, caused by an anticyclone coming from the Sahara Desert, has led to widespread fires across the country. The situation on the island of Rhodes has been particularly concerning, with a fire that has been ongoing since July 18th and has proven challenging to extinguish. Typhoon Haiyan, having weakened in the East China Sea, is showing signs of approaching the Japanese islands once again. Tragically, 2 people have already lost their lives due to the effects of the typhoon in Japan. Currently, the typhoon's winds are reaching speeds of 126 kilometers per hour, with gusts up to 180 kilometers per hour. The Japan Meteorological Agency reported that the typhoon, situated approximately 270 kilometers north-northwest of Miyako Island in Okinawa, has remained nearly stationary for over 12 hours on Friday. However, the forecast suggests that Typhoon Haiyan will suddenly make a sharp turn to the east and start moving northward toward Japan's main islands. Meteorologists find this behavior of the typhoon particularly unusual, as it is returning the same way it came, which is not a common pattern for typhoon movement. The situation is being closely monitored, and authorities are preparing to respond to any potential impacts the typhoon may bring to the Japanese islands. Slovenia has recently experienced the most severe natural disaster in its history, as declared by the Prime Minister of the country. The devastating floods that occurred on August 3rd and 4 resulted in the destruction of roads, bridges, and buildings across Slovenia. Thousands of local residents were forced to evacuate from their homes, with many requiring rescue operations carried out by helicopters and boats. The army also joined the emergency services to provide assistance to citizens in need. Approximately 2/3 of the country's territory was affected by the disaster, causing an estimated $550 million worth of damages. Road and energy infrastructures were hit particularly hard by the bad weather. The floods were triggered by heavy rainfall, leading to a rapid rise in water levels in the rivers. The Slovenian Meteorological Service reported that the monthly precipitation norm was reached in less than a day, exacerbating the situation. The Hangzhou Zoo in China found itself in an amusing situation when it had to clarify to the public that its Malayan bears are indeed bears and not people dressed in bear costumes. The need for this explanation arose after a viral video on the internet made one of the bears appear suspiciously like a standing human. Many social media users were convinced that it was a person rather than a bear. In response to the speculations, the officials at Hangzhou Zoo explained that people might not be familiar with the species and characteristics of Malayan bears. In the video, a sun bear is seen standing on the edge of its enclosure, holding its paws at its sides, and seemingly observing the zoo visitors. This unique stance, along with the appearance of creases in the back below the waist, led some to believe that it was a human wearing a bear costume rather than a live animal. To dispel the confusion, the zoo officials released a statement clarifying the nature of Malayan bears. They highlighted that not all bears are massive and powerful creatures. In fact, Malayan bears are the smallest species of bears, roughly the size of a large dog, with a body length of up to 1.5 meters. These bears, also known as sun bears or beruangs, are an endangered species found in the rainforests of Southeast Asia. From January 1st to July 31st, wildfires in Canada have led to cumulative carbon dioxide emissions of 290 million tons. This staggering amount is equivalent to 1/4 of the global annual emission rate. The Copernicus Atmospheric Monitoring Service estimated the damage caused by the fires and revealed that this figure is more than double the previous annual emissions record set in 2014. The forest fires have been spreading across Canada since early May 2023, affecting both the western and eastern regions of the country. The fires have even reached the Northwest Territories, including areas above the Arctic Circle. As a result, Canada's total carbon emissions for this year have exceeded all previous annual records since observations began on January 1st, 2003.
The fires are spreading really fast in Osoyoos right now. They have issued an evacuation here.